What's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. So I'd like to do a little introduction, just so you know, like, a bit about the channel, and a bit about me. So my name is Dan. I've always had a fascination with the paranormal. I've always felt there was something around me and something there. Well, can you flash these balls again for me, please? That would be brilliant, but you've just done it twice in a row for me. Can we go for 3 times? So yes, I've always had a fascination with the paranormal, and as I was younger I could sense and feel like different energies of spirits around me. And as I got older I experienced a lot more, felt more in tune with the paranormal and with the spirits. So I think the first major experience I had was when I was a little younger. I was staying with some friends of mine, and this one night we were all sat in the front room, just chilling, having a beer. That's my cat, you can hear. Hey, kitty cat. Yeah, we're in the front room chilling, having a beer. And then next minute there was a loud noise in the kitchen, which was a old radio turning on and scanning for a station. Now, bearing in mind, this particular radio had not worked for a long time. It weren't even plugged in. So as it goes off, I heard it. I went into the kitchen to investigate, because my friend said, but it does it sometimes, it's a ghost, and thing's not even plugged in, it doesn't even have a plug on it. I kind of didn't believe it. It did, but I didn't. So I walked into the kitchen, and the second... Cat, shush. Yes, I walked into the kitchen, and the second I stepped foot through the door of the kitchen, my entire body was hit with a massive wall of static electricity. I mean, literally, it was overwhelming. Every hair on my body stood on end. Every hair stood on end. So that was the first major experience I had, where I knew what I'd been feeling when I was younger was in fact something more to it. Baby boo, shush. And then after that, when I got my first place, where I'm currently living now, I started feeling a lot more energies, a lot more presences around me. We'd had it where me and my friends had walked through my front door, and as I unlocked and opened the door, as I'd unlocked and opened the door, a large black creature, like about the size of a dog, come running out the front door. As it ran out the front door, I followed down the stairs. I thought, it's been a long day. I weren't really, not really slept. So I thought, I'm just imagining it. And then my friend, as I was thinking that I was imagining it, my friend turned around to me and he's like, "Did your cat just, did your cat just run out at door?" I'm like, "No, that weren't my cat. What ran past us?" And so that was that. And then the longer I'd been living here, the more things I were feeling, and I were hearing things like going bump, things getting tapped on, um, and it's got to a point where I was getting quite a lot of things happening around me. The connection with the spirits were growing. I was sensing more. I was feeling more. So I started to investigate the spirits. Using like spirit talkers and EVP meters and stuff like that. I started to investigate, and one of the first investigations I did, I was doing it with my friend, she's a good friend of mine. We were sat over, on the settee just there. I was sat in this corner here. And as I'm sat there, we've got the EMF meter, which is currently down here. EMF meter sat in between us, spiking, going up, going off nuts. I was sat in the corner, and then we were having a conversation with the spirit talker on, and then I got hit by a overwhelming staticky force running up my arm, like something was like touching me and holding on to me. And then I stood there talking, and I could feel all the goosebumps. I'm actually getting goosebumps now as I speak about this. And this spirit was such a sad, overwhelming, sad spirit. The sadness took over me, and I was sat there, like we're tearing up, like physically crying from the sadness of this. Cat move from the sadness from the spirit, and then kept on investigating. A week after my friend, nothing. Just usual stuff like EMF spiking, usual stuff coming through the spirit talker, and then this spirit come back. I learned a little bit more, got a little bit more from it. So it turns out that it was a lady spirit who's trapped here for unknown, uncertain reasons. But the things what was coming through the spirit talker and stuff about a husband killing their kids, which I'm not sure that's exactly what happened, but that would explain the sadness. So then, from then I decided that I want to investigate this more. I want to try and help this spirit if I can help this spirit. So here we are today, still wanting to communicate and help this spirit, but I decided that I wanted to document my adventure and my investigations with the spirits. So this is why this channel exists right now. I want to do a lot more investigations, and I want to show the world, and I want to show the people out there who think it's all BS, think it's a load of rubbish. I want to show them, show them that the spirits are real, and I want to do investigations, collect good supporting evidence to what's happening, so that more people will be a little more understanding of spirits and their existence. And so this channel is going to be all about the journey and discovering these spirits, trying to help the spirits where possible, and just to get everything documented for you guys out there to enjoy and watch if you were curious. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say with this little short video we're doing today. Just introduce the channel, introduce myself, and let you know what I'm about. I will, before I leave you, as you saw at the start of the video, we was getting a bit of action and some things playing with the cat balls. It seems to have quietened down now. Obviously, the one thing with spirits is they don't always do as you demand when you demand it. So there's people out there with videos here and there, different platforms where they're uploading videos constantly. Things they're demanding the spirit does something, it does it. It might be genuine, it might not be genuine, but in my personal experience, the spirits don't show themselves to command. So who knows? So the videos what will be getting uploaded onto the channel are not going to be very consistent. It's not going to be several videos a week, or it might be. There's no consistency I'm able to guarantee with doing paranormal stuff with the spirits. So I want to show you some of the equipment, what I have and what I'm going to be using on the channel. You already saw the cat balls flashing at the start. So if you are unfamiliar, cat balls, let me just grab my phone. If you are unfamiliar, cat balls are these little balls right here. They are sensitive to touch and movement. And so as you can see, just touch. This one's a little more. So they're quite sensitive to being touched and movement. As you can see, if something moves them or touches them, they will flash up and alert you that there's something there. You saw this one at the start of the video flashing when it stopped, and then it flashed again. And obviously I'm sat over here where the camera was, so I were nowhere near that. And just to show you, I'm tapping and banging the floor, and this one went off, not this one. So to show you that me moving around, not enough to trigger this cat ball here. So we saw that one going off at the start of the video, and I've just shown to you tapping on the floor, don't trigger it. Obviously the cat is now in my box with my equipment over there, and you saw the cat, she come in after the ball went off, so she weren't even in the room. So this device right here is my EMF meter. It does EMF and VM. So as you can see, there's two numbers on that screen. The top one is VM, which is like electrical interference. If I move my phone up to it, you'll see it, and it'll spike up to a 20. The bottom number is the electric EMF field. So, and obviously if the EMF goes off and it's a high enough field, let me see if I can get it high enough with my phone. Yeah, you see the screen will change colour to red if it's triggered. So this is one of the pieces of equipment what I use very often alongside the cat balls. Obviously the device you see over here, this is a REM pod. It's sensitive to things moving around it. and so like stomping and vibrations will not trigger it. It creates a field around it. Let me just do that, see if we can light it up. You can see it just there, look, under the light of the cat ball. If anything gets close to the field it's throwing out, it will flash, beep and alert you to something there. One of the other things we will be using at some point on the channel is going to be a digital voice recorder to collect EVPs, which, if you're not familiar, an EVP is an electronic voice phenomenon. So this has like record, save, playback. So we will use this. This is a really sensitive one. You can see the microphones here on the top. So we'll use that at some point. As you can see, the EMF meter is spiking a little bit again, which is normal. The VM spiked there because I turned the voice recorder on near it and it picked up the battery. But as you can see, it's beginning to spike again. So we may get some cat balls flashing again soon. Or with any luck, we'll get something activate the the REM pod, which no one's played with that quite yet. You can see it's again spiking. Let me put it at an angle just so we can see the screen a little better. So one of the other tools I use is going to be this old phone of mine. So this is a really old phone. There's no SIM card in this whatsoever. There's no SIM card in it whatsoever. This has a couple of apps and stuff we use. Also, just so you guys are aware, we are in aeroplane mode as well to minimize any interference possible. So this is the Spirit Talker app. Now this is a word bank stored into it, and spirits can use their energy to manipulate and come out with words. So all we do with this is we turn it on, and as you can see, this indicates that it is on and active. So if there is anything around, they can use this to speak to us, and tell us, like, if there's anyone here, tell us the name, stuff like that. And then
do you think I'm real?
There you go. It's just gone off. Yes, I do think you're real. So this, you can communicate with them. I also have another interesting item I've recently acquired. Let me show you. We'll leave the Spirit Talker on for right now. We walk over here. You see up here, right here on the shelf, you might have seen a short of her on the video right now, on the channel. But as you can see right here, this is a haunted doll. She's a friendly spirit. She's a vessel. So as you can see, if we move the EMF, as you can see, there's a huge EMF spike right now in this area. But yeah, so this here, she's a spirit vessel. So there's a spirit trapped within the doll. We will be senses. We will be trying to communicate and learn more. There we go, as it's dropped off and spiked again. There's also another cat ball on the shelf next to it, just as a visual if anything's there. And underneath her we have a pendulum, which again, I got a video of that the other day, of the pendulum moving when I was asking it to move. And we do have some other stuff in here. So this is the board for the to use the pendulum, not my camera will focus on it. So this has like yes, maybe, no rephrase on it. So we can use the pendulum and we can ask like yes, no questions. But we'll do some of that at some point. You can see the EMF meter still spiking heavily over here. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. Show you today, just a bit of the equipment I'm going to be using, and just talk
Kevin.
to you, and hi Kevin, and explain what the channel was about, and just like I said, just introduce myself. So thank you for checking me out, and damn cat, thank you for checking the videos out. If you do like what you see, please like the videos and subscribe to the channel if you're curious of how the journey is going. And I'd like to like I said, hopefully I want to share my journey with I want to share my journey with everyone, and just show them that there is stuff out there. So thank you so much, guys, and I will see you in the next one.